Oh, you are on.
Okay, first I'm responding to Edward Huang's claim that Bill S978 will do more harm than good. I assume that what he meant by this bill is that he's arguing that the bill will cause harm to the general public and not to those being protected by copyright laws, just from the evidence he used and his grounds. My proposition is simply to prove that this bill will help protect copyright laws and cause minimal harm to the public. I'm going to show this through showing that YouTube channel owners and that do walkthroughs and playthroughs or other adaptations of copyrighted works are not in any potential legal trouble, as well as the video game industry and YouTube aren't in any immediate commercial risk because of this bill, and that those works protected by copyright laws need more protection than they currently have. First off, YouTube channel owners are not in any potential legal trouble. He argued that this bill created a loose definition of public performances that could be protected by this bill, and that if you use them in any of your works and try to pass them off as your own, you would be punished by law. And this is actually irrelevant because the law clearly states that the offender shall be in prison not more than 5 years and fined, or both, if the offense consists of 10 or more public performances by electronic means during a 180-day period of one or more copyrighted works, and the total retail value of the performances or the total economic value of such performance of the infringer copyright owner would exceed $2,500. So unless they're actually making money on this, then they're not in any immediate danger, and it's not a serious danger to those who aren't purposefully taking this material and using it to better their own finances. My second claim is that gaming industries and YouTube will not be negatively commercially affected by this bill. And in this, he argued that YouTube and gaming industry was in jeopardy because gaming industry gets revenue from people who do, or they get marketing and advertisement from people who do things with it on YouTube and such, and that YouTube potentially would lose people if they didn't have as good of a thing. But he's making a hasty generalization, assuming that this will cause YouTube to lose significant amounts of money, which isn't the case. They have plenty of other types of videos and such on their pages, and home videos that people put up, their family videos and other such things are still on YouTube. Many people watch it for just to see the latest funny thing. So there's no serious threat to YouTube. And the gaming industries are not going to suffer a serious revenue loss, and they don't really need the advertising we provide. In 2009, the game industry was calculated to be a $60.4 billion industry worldwide. Venture. This game industry really doesn't need the little bit of free advertising that YouTube is providing them with their people with their different channels. And my final point is that artists and those that are protected by copyright laws need more protection for their works. And a lot of people, this is how they make, like, a lot of people make their living, celebrities that make music, all this stuff. They're losing serious money when people illegally download their files, people pirate their movies, producers like that. And here's one stat. While the music industry has increased in the digital area by 1,000% since 2004, the revenue of this industry has gone down by 31%. This clearly shows that even though they have current copyright laws, there's still an enormous amount of piracy and illegal downloading that goes on and takes place. This damage to the music business, in my opinion, clearly outweighs the potential damage that could be caused to the minimal damage that could be caused to YouTube or the gaming industry because of this lack of advertising they may have. And in conclusion, overall, this bill will help add more protection to copyright laws while causing little harm to the general public. YouTube users are not in any potential. Most YouTube users are not in any potential legal trouble as long as they're not making money off of their other people's work. And YouTube and the video game industry are not at serious commercial risk, and those whose works are protected by copyright laws need more protection of their works. And for these reasons, I believe that this bill will create a positive effect with minimal damage to the general public.
All right, claims labeled. You gave a good interpretation of what it is you're talking about and suggest a contradictory claim that you're going to get to in that last point. You're trying to minimize the risk to the current YouTube people or the people who might be skirting the copyright laws of this new legislation. That's okay. I thought on the first point you explained the technical elements of the law to some degree. I think it could be a little bit clearer that this is in fact the law as it's been proposed, the law that the advocate was talking about, and that they have to have a combination of those downloads or those plays and the income stream in order for them to be subject to this risk. If there was some way, for instance, that you could show that people never even approach the income stream that's being talked about, I think that that would strengthen this argument. You're mostly assuming that people don't get any income off of this. I don't know how true that is. I've never tried to generate income off of my YouTube channel, so because I just don't assume there's a lot of demand for student speeches, for entertainment. All right. On the gaming issue, your analysis is pretty reasonable. You explain what you're talking about. I like the fact that you put it into the context that says, look, this is a $60 billion industry, and they don't really need the free advertising that occurs here. So even if there was some economic impact, it would be minor in compared to the total impact or the total industry that we're talking about. So I think that diminishes the argument to some degree. And then your argument on the last point, I think that you have one statistic here that talks about the decreasing revenue streams to the artists. The more you could link that to the copyright issues that are being discussed at this new law, the stronger that would be. You've just got kind of a general argument about that here. I thought you had a pretty good summary, but it needs to go a little bit quicker. All right. Thank you.